It started in 1987. Bishop Dudley had the foresight, along with a group of lay leaders, and it's great. We saw, there's quotes in the bishop's bulletin back then from Bishop Dudley. He said, "My hope and prayer is that we will have a foundation that can provide for the ministries of the church well into the future." And it started with a humble $200,000 in the beginning, and at the end of January in 2018 here, $117 million, with another $85 million that we know of in future gifts that people have told us about in their estate plans. Just absolutely humbling and beautiful and amazing to be a part of this faith experience and going through all this. And that's really where this ministry comes in, is understanding everything is a gift from God. The very breath I breathe right now, the fact my heart is pounding, it's a gift from God. And how can I not, out of this gratitude, share it with others when you realize the joy that comes from being so gifted, so blessed? God has blessed Mark Konzemius richly. And I'd like to suggest he's blessed everybody who's hearing this richly in so many different unique ways. How do we respond to that? Well, I think one concrete way is to share it with others. And the Catholic Community Foundation is one of many different vehicles as a way for people to share their blessings with others. Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota raises, manages, and distributes God's gifts to donor-directed ministries. Raises money in a variety of ways. We actually are hired by the Diocese of Sioux Falls to run the Catholic Family Sharing Appeal, so that's the annual operating needs of the diocese. We also are hired to do special projects like the restoration of the cathedral, the building of the homeless shelter, the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House, the permanent monastery dedicated to intercessory prayer here on the campus of the Mother Church here at the cathedral, the Broomtree Retreat Center. These are all projects we were hired to raise, so there's special capital campaign projects. We also are involved with special events. There are events like the Bishop's Charity Hunt for Newman Catholic Campus Ministries. There's the Bishop's Cup for Broomtree Retreat Center, Bishop's Fishing Tournament for Seminary and Education, the Christmas at the Cathedral concerts, which raise awareness and money for the endowments for the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House, the homeless shelter, as well as the Cathedral of St. Joseph, as we all know, a magnificent spiritual and sacred landmark. And then finally, probably we would think most importantly, the Catholic Community Foundation is involved in helping donors with their legacy gift. Likely the single largest gift any one of us will give is in our estate plan. And our big, hairy, audacious goal, and we almost really take it so seriously, we feel a responsibility to ask every member of our diocese in a meaningful way, would you prayerfully consider treating the church like your family and your estate plan? And in other words, in a really simple way to put it, Jeannie and I are blessed with 3 children. If we would happen to have $1 million, just to use rough, easy numbers for conversation, in our estate someday, if you add up the house we might own at that time, or and the various other things, and the retirement and life insurance and all those kinds of things. If it happens to be $1 million, we divide it 3 ways. Our kids will each get $333,000, and they'll know we love them. If we happen to divide it 4 ways, treat the church like one of our children in our estate plan, 4 ways. They'd each get $250,000. They still know we love them. The church would also get $250,000. Our kids would also know that our faith is really important to us, and it's important to our family. And we can direct that $250,000. We could have it be spendable. We could direct it to be in an endowment, and the distributions go to those things that we've prayed about, that we feel in our heart God has put there as something that's really important for us to support. That is a way for us as members of the Diocese of Sioux Falls, the Catholics living in East River, South Dakota, we can make a tremendous difference today and in the future. We are richly blessed. It is amazing to think that our diocese of this size has $120 million already. A third of that parishes, schools, cemeteries in the diocese own, and they ask us to manage 2/3 of that by individuals that have established endowments. It's going to have an impact forever. What a beautiful gift to future generations. What a great way to say, thank you, Lord, for all the gifts that you've given us.